best friend exposed my biggest secret, so I exposed hers. A few weeks ago, I thought I was pregnant. I was terrified. I was only 16, and my parents were extremely religious Catholics, so I was convinced they'd kick me out if they found out. The only person I told was my best friend, Chloe. She came over immediately, hugged me while I cried, held my hand while I took the pregnancy test, and kept saying, "Whatever happens, we'll get through it together." Thankfully, the test came back negative. I cried from relief. Before she left, I grabbed her hand and begged, "Please don't tell anyone." She looked me in the eyes and said, "I'd rather die than betray you." I believed her. The next morning, the second I walked into school, people were staring. A girl I'd never even spoken to smiled and asked, "So, who's the father?" My heart dropped. By lunch, the entire school knew. Not just that I thought I was pregnant. They knew how scared I'd been. They even knew the exact pregnancy test I'd bought. The rumors spread so fast that one of my teachers overheard students talking about it. She pulled me aside to ask if I was okay. I denied everything, but that afternoon the school called my parents. When I got home, they took my phone, grounded me, and wouldn't let me leave the house except for school. My mom cried. My dad barely spoke to me. It was one of the worst days of my life. The next day, I confronted Chloe. She laughed. "Relax, you weren't actually pregnant. Besides, everyone was bored. You gave them something interesting to talk about." Then she smiled and said, "You should have seen your face. It was hilarious." That's when I realized I probably wasn't the only person she'd betrayed. A few months earlier, Chloe had given me the password to her Instagram account. Her parents were always taking her phone away, so she'd ask me to log in, reply to people, and keep her streaks going. She eventually got her phone back, but she never changed the password. I never logged in again, until that night. After my parents went to bed, I quietly snuck my phone back into my bedroom. I knew I'd get into even more trouble if they caught me, but I needed to know the truth. So I logged in, and I wish I hadn't. Her DMs were filled with private conversations. People trusted her with their deepest secrets, only for her to screenshot them and send them to other people. Girl's eating disorder. A boy whose parents were getting divorced. Another girl's therapy sessions. Even my own messages. That's when I realized Chloe didn't keep secrets. She collected them. A week later, she announced she was running for student council president. Her campaign slogan, "You can always trust me." I almost laughed. The night before the election, I anonymously sent every screenshot and voice note to the student council committee and every student whose secrets she'd exposed. The next morning, nobody cared about the election anymore. They cared about Chloe. Her friends stopped talking to her. Students confronted her all day. By lunchtime, she'd withdrawn from the election. After school, she stormed up to me and screamed, "You ruined my life!" I looked her in the eyes, smiled, and said, "No, Chloe, I just made sure everyone knew what kind of friend you really are."